Rob here to do a CD and vinyl update. I got two CDs there. I've got one new CD and one CD I got that I forgot to show before. I got actually a bunch of pre-orders today I didn't know was coming in. Well, not a bunch. I got one in today I didn't know was coming in. I thought it was later in May. The other one I got is from a friend that I didn't know was coming, which somebody else is sending me one as well, so I hope it's a different version. Anyway, I'm going to get into this because it's going to be a little bit long. There's 8 or 9 vinyl and CD stuff. And anyway, I just wanted to share this because I thought it was kind of cool. I got this the other day, just out of the blue, addressed to me. At first I thought it was actually a legitly autographed, but the more I looked at it, the more I realized they're facsimiles. They just look like autographs, but when you look closely down the side, you can tell it's in the printing, not above it. But still, I mean, just a nice gesture to send that out of the blue to your fans. And I'm assuming Rat Pack did it, but Rat Pack is one of the albums I got today, actually. I love that company. They do quality stuff, and you always get a lot of shit with it, you know what I mean? They tend to throw in a lot of extras for not much more, or if at all more. Anyway, first I'll show you the one I forgot to show in my last update. I don't often buy the vinyl and the CDs. I do it with my favorite artist, so I can have it in the car, or the other garage, or wherever I am that my CD players are. So I'm in the house. Even now, I might play my turntable downstairs through the Bluetooth. But in the house, it's pretty much all vinyl. Anyway, I'll get back to what I was talking about. I decided to buy the Malmsteen box set of the new album, deluxe edition, Blue Lightning. The reason I bought this CD and not just the basic CD was this also has the 2 bonus tracks that the vinyl has, which is Little Miss Lover and Jumpin' Jack Flash. And it comes with a bunch of extras for not much more than the actual generic CD. So it's a nice little box. It's solid. It got a little dinged up, crushed by Amazon, of course. I think it was like 15 bucks. Postcard with Malmsteen. Album sticker Malmsteen. Which I love this stuff. Stickers and stuff like that, those things get placed. And coasters, which I'll never use as coasters, but I thought that was weird. Unique weird? I don't know, but 2 of those came with it. And then you get a bunch of picks, like a Malmsteen pick. This one just says Malmsteen on one side, Blue Lightning on the other. And these basically came off like a credit card size punch, so they're not like real picks. So I was a little disappointed by that. Overall, here's the other pick. Sorry, the camera's on a weird setup. And then the other one's pretty much the same as I showed you before, with Blue Lightning on the back. I mean, they're good picks for generic use, but I wanted real picks, And of course the CD, great CD. The more I listen to it, the more I enjoy it. It's mostly covers, 2 originals. Jumpin' Jack Flash I do not like whatsoever. Smoke Underwater, he turns it into a new song. I don't like Foxy Lady. I think it loses, he loses the sexiness of that song. I think DJ Heinen and I were talking about that too. We both thought the exact same thing. It just kind of loses that sexiness. The more I listen to While My Guitar Gently Weeps, which is probably, out of all the Beatles stuff, and I consider that Beatles stuff because all those members, I know it's a Harrison, that's probably my favorite song, is While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Initially I didn't like it, but the more I hear it, the more I like it. I think I gave this album like a 7.5 originally. I would probably bump it up to about 8.5. I find myself listening to the songs now and not just passing through them, which tells me a lot, CD's about the same as the cover. Really nice. It's got a big pull out, which I'm not going to pull out right now because I showed you all the other stuff. There's that. Oh, shit, I'm throwing shit all over the place. And then the new album, first full album from this band. They put out 2 EPs, and they have a song called "For the Love of Hate" that I absolutely love. It has to do with addiction and stuff like that, and I just love the song. So that's how I discovered that band, by dumb luck. But over the years, I've been picking up their 2 EPs, and then their first full-length album came out on Pavement Music, and that's Sister Shotgun. Sorry about the glare, guys. It's overcast today, so I have to have the light on. Terrible. The printing is terrible. It's dark on dark on dark, which it just doesn't make sense. Actually, let me see if I can take it out of that like a dummy. I guess you can probably see it better. But even there, you can see how dark everything is. You can't see the stuff. It's called Fragments. Modern hard rock metal with that 80s influence to it. Female fronted singer. She's got a really good voice, really neat, out of the UK somewhere that I can't recall right now. But a really good band. I'm sure I've heard the single off this. I haven't listened to the whole album yet. I try to wait till I get it, unless it's still on back order like my Flotsam and Jetsam from Amazon. So, Sister Shotgun. There's the CD. There's trees behind there, so nothing special with that. There's the first full-length album they put out. And For the Love of Hate is actually on here. Pretty much a lot of the songs from the 2 EPs are on this as well. I think half of them are from that EP. For the Love of Hate is actually on this. And I hope they didn't remix it because I like the original. Anyway, there's my CD crap. Sorry, I gotta get through this a little bit quicker. So today, which I wasn't expecting this till May, never got a notice it was coming. So I got it today, and I figured, what the hell, you know. I literally just got it as I was sitting down to make a video. And that's John Corabi's new release, Unplugged, on vinyl. A lot of the Motley Crue stuff he does here as well. Unplugged. Again, a really nice thing from Rat Pack, set up from Rat Pack. It is on white vinyl, and I'm sure I got mine before Frankie. I know it's hard to show Ted Pulley, Mike Trampett, and John Corabi stuff before Frankie because he's a freak over them. Plain white vinyl, 180. It's on 45 RPM, so that's pretty cool too. They do that quite a bit, and I do enjoy that. Heavy gauge sleeves. I'm not going to show you the other one because it's exactly the same. At least I think it is. Oh, what the hell? It's a pretty cut and dry. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. That covers a little bit of his career, and mostly, like I said, a lot of the Crue stuff, if I remember correctly. Hooligan's Holiday, If I Had a Dime, Love Shine, a little bit of everything. Man in the Moon, Open Your Eyes, I Never Loved Her Anyway, Love I Don't Need It Anymore, If I Never Get to Say Goodbye, Are You Waiting? So some. Crash, Everything's Alright, Father, Mother, Son. I'm sure this is phenomenal. I heard a lot of his Unplugged stuff. Okay, so you get all that with it. Rat Pack's 15th year sticker. Again, I love freaking stickers. Then you get a record flat, which they seem to be doing a lot. And then he signed the back. It is a legit signature. I honestly wish they signed the front because I like to frame them. And that's how I would like to frame it, but that's okay. That came with it. And of course they have the world's biggest stickers when it comes to albums. 330 pressed, right? Only 330 pressed. So you play it at 45 RPM. Just really cool. Really big sticker. The Metal Church one, they did the OBI style. I wish they would do that on everything. Next is the one I got from a friend that I didn't know was coming. Somebody else is sending me one, but as I mentioned earlier, I hope it's a different version because there's 3. And I'll just show it first. That's the new album by EP by Witherfall. Whoops, shit. Called Vintage. Again, with their similar album cover look, they always seem to have that gothic looking album covers. It's got a lot of cover songs. It's got the vintage medley, Tale That Wasn't Right, Ode to Despair. It's got Long Walk Home. That's a Japanese release from the first album. I Won't Back Down, Tom Petty, and then vintage from the last album. So there's that, and it comes on this really green, semi-transparent green. As you guys know, I'm a Witherfall freak. I personally wasn't going to buy it yet because I think 40 bucks for an EP, that's a lot of money, even if it is an import. You can get it cheaper than that. But again, somebody sent it to me. Don't know why. The sneaky little bastards, but I'll get them back. And inner sleeve, and I do put the hype stickers on pages and stuff like that if they have. It doesn't bother me because they ain't going nowhere, and I know they're always going to be there. Of course, the usual tons of stickers and cards that they give you, advertisement. They always give you that stuff. Then they always send you business cards. And if you order through the band directly, they always have some kind of sale going on where you can get 10% off, 15% off, 20% off, 25% off. And this is from the band. I'm not sure if it's signed or printed. It looks like it's signed. I've got one in my last one too. That's from the singer, right? Yeah, Joseph Michael, who is the lead singer for Sanctuary now, and they're going to be going on tour, and I'm sure they'll be recording. All right, so now that's done. We're going to go to. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do this without my RSD day, which I generally. My RSD was a bad day for me. I had to put one of my cats to sleep again, another cat, so I didn't get to go out. So the day after, I decided to go out and see if I could find anything. But of course, they all said it was like their best year for RSD, so there was almost nothing to be found that I wanted, you know. And I didn't see anything else that I know a few people wanted. But they did have this, and I wanted it basically for the vinyl. But it's a great album on its own. It's called Alien Weaponry. The album's called Two, or I don't know how it's said. But the band is a bunch of teenagers. I think the oldest one now is probably 18, 19, out of New Zealand. And it's a great album. Great, I would call it semi-technical thrash metal, but with a lot of melody. And they sing half the album in their native ancient dying language called Maori, if I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm telling you, I'm not usually one for foreign language stuff. I can't get into it as much if I don't know the lyrics well enough. But I love everything on this album. Everything on this album. Half the songs, like I said, are in that Maori language. So there's that. And then the vinyl, which has been sitting out on top of that, which, as I was going to do this, but of course there's hell over it, is from Record Store Day, which is a black, orange, semi-transparent with black splatter, and orange and black are my two favorite colors. And then with this out, let me show you the sleeve first. There's the sleeve, lyrics, inner. That's the sleeve for the vinyl, actually. And it comes with these, with the 7-inch, or 45, I hate saying 7-inch. Both these songs are not on the albums, on the vinyl, so. There's that side, and then there's the album side with the album cover and the sleeve. Again, in that black and orange. So really cool. Alright, next, since I didn't find anything, the one store I go to that I don't really care for a lot, but they do have killer deals. Like, they'll bring new vinyl in or new releases in, and if it doesn't sell for like a month or two, then they throw them in their sale bin. Usually take off a couple bucks, and then it drops week by week by week. And I just happened to go through that day and check it out. And I'll show you this first. I picked this up. It's a picture disc. It's $27 originally, went down to $21, and then down to $9. for them, King Diamond. I don't have this on vinyl at all, so this is great for me. I'm not a massive picture disc fan, but the newer ones do sound good. They're not as bad as the old school ones. A lot of these I pick up for collecting reasons or for display reasons eventually. So great album, my second favorite album from the band. For $9. I mean, if they had 4 of these, I would have picked them all up for that price. Alright, next. Well, you're going to see what it is, but it doesn't matter. This one started at $29, then went to $20, then went to $16, $13, $10, $6. Saxon's Metalhead, right? Metalhead album, picture disc, full album, nice sleeve for a change, and not just a shitty PVC, whatever the hell they call them. There's the album. And anything Saxon I will buy up. Saxon picture disc in the US, I don't know about anywhere else, tend to be super expensive. So anytime I can find them cheap, I grab them, especially for $6. It's ridiculous. So I had to grab that. And on my only used score, again, I didn't get to go out that day, so I'm sure I missed a lot. This is what I would probably call the score of the day. Score in a while for me. It's on my top 50 gorillas, I guess you would call it. And that's Znowhite, Act of God, one of the worst album covers ever, but a great band, great album. We got that at the same place. Sleeve, back sleeve, credits. Again, these haven't been cleaned yet, so I don't want to hear anything. Road Racer, and $12 out the door. So literally, what's that? 15, 27 bucks for this album, which this generally goes for more than that at this point. King Diamond and Saxon, that's great, crazy. I mean, that's a good day on its own, you know? Alright, next is my pre-order from Rocks Records. Yeah, I think it's Rocks, something. Of course, you get the usual, God, I'm brain dead again today. Advertisement, Heathen's Rage. No Light Till Metal has a package out right now where you can get Heathen's Rage live CD, the book, Veil of Deceptions album, which is a killer album as well. If you guys like heavy metal, hard rock, power, thrash metal, you'll like both of these bands, you should check them out. There's a package right now, you can get all that. It's just CDs, all that, and then some extras as well, as I always do, buttons or stickers or stuff like that. So I got that. And the first album I'm going to show you is first time on the vinyl, and that's Love Life, Goodbye Lady Jane. This is essentially Fear Not. They changed their name. Great album, and hard to come by CD. I don't think I even have the CD anymore. They also reissued the CD as well, but this is the first time it's been on the vinyl, period. If you like Fear Not, if you like semi-Skid Row sounding stuff, that's kind of where these guys go. I'm not sure which is better, the Fear Not first album or this one. I like them both a lot, so it's hard to distinguish. This is the, I guess you would call it mustard or gold vinyl. It's a very unique, I'm going to call it mustard, but it's on this. It's not, it's like, I don't know, it's not, it's the thinner vinyl, like the one, whatever is it, 150 or 120, which I prefer. From the Rocks Records. This looks really nice with the whole overall package. There's 500 pressed, the first 150 were pressed in this color. So these are out of 150, which I think are sold out, and then there's 350 black vinyl. Oh, I'm sorry, here's the inner, here's the lyrics, and all you guys in the know, basically Scott Woodard does most of the layouts or artwork for Rocks, No Light Till Metal, some other ones that I can't think of right now, sorry. Mine came with this, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was supposed to come with stickers or a pin, which this is cool. I have a bunch of these in a binder somewhere that I don't specifically collect them, but I did used to collect them to get autographed. So I do like those. I just don't want to get caught up in that again too. I'll show you the album first. A little bit of an update on the artwork. Not a lot of difference. So this really stands out more. And the back is very different because the original, I don't think I have it here right now. The original that I have, basically the back was the lyrics, was bright yellow with tiny lyrics, and that was it. It was only pressed in the UK, so this is also a first time pressed in the US. One of my all-time favorite albums. Top 3 all-time favorite album. Top 3, 1 or 2 from 1990. And I love his voice, very unique voice. And then, there wasn't an inner before, but they did an inner for this one, which looks killer. A whole lot of hair, but these guys are on the heavier side, except for like 2 ballady things. And this comes on like a, I wouldn't call it gold, I'd call it yellow. On a yellow vinyl. I was hoping it would be more like the darker in there. It don't matter, whatever, it's repressed, it's cool. I've got 2 copies of the original. One's cracked, I had to replace it, but I found another one super cheap, but I was able to make 1 out of 2. It's got a little bit of white in it, like a little bit of white marbling, and of course, for some reason, every Rocks album I get that has a color in it, there's a black speck in it. Every time. So there is that. Alrighty, now to this is the other stuff. As you guys watched my last update video, I think it was, I finally got a copy of Don Dokken's Up from the Ashes. You guys know Dokken is my favorite band, period, and I love Don Dokken. Not so much anymore, I don't think he can sing anymore, but this album is a masterpiece of an album, start to finish. I bought this, I got the other one fairly cheap. It was a German pressing, and this one turned up like a few days later, and it was literally like 25 bucks shipped in the US. I'm like, oh, well, hell, I gotta grab it. I mean, I initially grabbed it to give to somebody else, but because I was told it was a German press, because I have a German press, but it's not. It's actually a French press. So this one's going to be staying in my collection. Fairly good shape. Another sticker. You can see the one behind me. When I got it, it has the same sticker in almost the same damn spot, which is really weird, right? Right there, right there. So there's that, and it comes on the Euro. A little bit of pop out there. Euro sleeve. I mean, inner sleeve. But it's got the poly inner lining as well, and then the vinyl, which looks almost exactly like, I think it's 1 number off. No, it might be the same number. Is the Geffen pressing from Europe. So there's that. Next is a band. I think it was Seattle. No. I think it was Seattle, but everybody thinks so. I can't remember. But the album is a Canadian label out of Canada. I can't remember. I might be wrong. It might be Vancouver. I don't recall. Anyway, the band's called Perennial. They look a little soft, but they're not. They're actually pretty heavy. 83, right? 83, 84. The album was recorded in 83. There's actually a couple different versions. There's 2 versions which you'll find on Discogs that are kind of a reissue. This one is the band pressed one. That's why it has the weird number down the bottom there, which you won't find anywhere on I had to dig to find out what that's from. You Are the Ones. Again, I'll add their stuff in my description below. And it's just an EP. I think it's 4 songs all around. 4 songs, yeah. I think they're all on one side too. Nope, each side. I like the cool labels too, because they're indie labels. This one's 83, 84. Yeah, 83. The other ones say 84. Just good early hard rock. You can tell the beginnings of some hair metal there as well. If you heard of the band Vendetta, I think I showed that album a little while ago. Kind of like that, but heavy, a little heavier. I'm not talking no power metal. I'm just talking about it's not commercial rock, you know, commercial hair metal. And then finally, the name I always butcher. I was able to find a copy of this really cheap as well. I always say it wrong. I always say Malachia, but I know it said, I'm going to just go with that for now. And it's called Red Sunrise. Sunrise, right? Jesus, Sunrise. And this is from 1987. The hell, I don't know. I'm going to say 1987 on Victoria Limited. This is the original press, as far as I know. In pretty damn good shape. It's even got a lot of the gloss on it still. If you like Queensryche and that Rage for Order sound, I mean, it actually looks like Rage from Order, Jeff Tate there with the vocalist. If you like that kind of sound, you're going to really like these guys. And they do drop back into a little like the old style Queensryche, Take Hold of the Flame era. Really good album. Well worth it. You can find it. It seems to be climbing a little bit in price. I got this one and the Perennial from the same dude. I think the total was like 20 shipped or 18 shipped. That's a steal. So, and they're all really, really, really good shape. This guy sells stuff really cheap, and then he, you know, pretty spot on what he calls them at. And I'll show you the actual record, which is also that indie label look, which I love those labels as well. And yes, it's dirty, it has not been played. Have not got a chance to clean it yet. Man, that's really good. Oh well, nothing I can do about it right now. There we go. So there's my latest update. I know this one's going to be a little bit longer, guys, and I'm sorry, but there's a lot of stuff to show there. And I do like talking about it and trying to give the best comparison I can give it to for you guys. I'll link the stuff, the unknown stuff, in my description so you guys can get a better listen. This way you can make your form your own opinion if you like it or not. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again for 31 of you that joined in to do my contest. I really appreciate it. And just so you guys know, the reason I never mentioned about the bonus stuff is because everybody did the bonus. I made that kind of easy. Next time I got to think about that better. So I didn't really, there's no reason to do 62 numbers when I can just do 31 if everybody did it, in case you're wondering. All right, guys, I'll catch you soon. I do have some more pre-order stuff. It's supposed to be in next month, so I'll talk to you soon. You all have a good night, and we'll catch up soon, because I keep on saying soon, so I'm just going to say soon until we're done. So I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. See you everywhere soon. Soon.